Hey Powell River, this is Austin McKinnon here with Jeremy of U-Vin U-Brew in Westview. And I want to get to know them a little better, get to know about all the wonderful concoctions they make here. How did you choose to be in Powell River, Jeremy?
Originally we came up for vacation, and then just traveling through the town. We've got little kids,
Nice.
and it was just perfect.
Where'd you come from?
Langley.
Oh, awesome. Very
So
good.
we were done with the hustle and bustle of the city
I
and
hear you.
came up here on vacation and went for a perfect spot to raise our kids.
I wonder how many people do that, discover by accident and move here. I feel like it's a lot.
Probably quite a few. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I run into quite a few that say the same story. So yeah.
And were you doing the U-Brew business down there, or how did you get started with that here?
No, actually I was an industrial mechanic.
Wow,
Yeah.
big difference.
Right, big change.
Wow.
But I've always been in food, right
Great.
from high school, restaurant industry, bartending, things like that. And then I did industrial food with my industrial maintenance.
Very cool.
So yeah, working at some bigger companies and maintenance management and things like that. But it was just getting to be too much.
Fair.
So it was time for a change. But I'd been doing this as a hobby for probably 6-7 years before we moved.
Very cool.
So
this is like a culmination of all your talents.
yeah, pretty
Nice.
much. This is all things that I've been learning through years and years.
Very cool.
You know, bringing the more industrial side into more commercial. So we're using the larger bits that we can in the industry and, you know, not shying down from technology and growth.
Absolutely. Well, that's a very cool thing to do. And what drives you to do what you do?
Because I don't think alcohol needs to cost so much.
Ah,
Really, I mean, making it yourself, those of us who've made it at home, success or not, you know, there is a significant savings and a little, I made this.
absolutely. Pride.
Right? When you nail that one batch.
Yeah, and learning,
you know,
learning
it's
new
amazing.
skills.
Absolutely.
Very
you know,
cool.
it's very much an art form, and you know, getting to play around with things that are different and learning new things is fun.
Like experimenting with new recipes and everything.
Yep.
Very nice.
You know, you can get customers that challenge you, and I love it. You know,
Good.
doing all kinds of different fresh fruit concoctions.
And then
things
you
like
learn
that.
too.
Yeah.
I love that.
I learned, I saved the recipe, and we've got something good for somebody else down the line.
With a great story.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what has you surprised you the most about owning a business in Powell River?
I think more the community dynamic. You know, in the city, I would have never considered closing on a long weekend. Here, my customers are going, "What are you doing open?"
It's amazing
It's the long
shift
weekend.
in mentality.
Go
isn't
spend
it?
it with your kids.
It is.
And it's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I'd have never dreamed that possible.
Yeah.
But coming up here, the customers and the people are just amazing.
It's very true. The whole
Absolutely.
town just seems to have that same philosophy.
Yeah,
Go
I mean,
live your life.
exactly.
We'll be here when you're ready.
Exactly.
It's really
Everything's
cool.
5 minutes away.
Yeah.
So get what you need done and get out of town.
Yeah. Go enjoy.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, we're always busiest first thing in the morning because people want to get it done and get on to enjoying Powell River.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better.
Right.
Very good. Last question. What is something most people don't know about you or the business?
Our continuous growth.
Oh.
I'm very driven to learn new things, new attributes, delve deeper into higher ed and bringing a better caliber. One of the biggest downsides to this industry in particular is it's gotten a bit of a bad rap, right? There was a lot of iffy people making some iffy products. And so everybody's kind of got that mental image of those murky green bottles in Uncle Bob's basement that everybody knows to stay away from.
Yeah.
You know, and now with the way that everything's being produced, the caliber is going way up. You know, more and more of us are starting to drop the cheap, you know, fast but meh products and really focusing on higher end, bringing in real fruits, bringing in super high end wine kits, brewing beer directly from grain, just like those at a real brewery.
And I would imagine the kind of shift in mentality over the last couple decades really towards, you know, organic and, you know, just focusing on the health aspect of food again instead of just the taste would
and
help with that.
cutting away from a lot of the cheap and fast.
Yes.
You know, and let's you know, maybe you spend a couple dollars more, but it's worth it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right? And get a quality product that you're going to be happy with. You know, it's not just that, okay, everybody's already had a few, now we can kind of choke this back.
Yeah.
No, let's make something you can be proud of, whether
Absolutely.
it's from fruit from your backyard or a high-end kit. And, you know, take pride in ownership, age your wines. Wines can live for years, decades,
Oh yeah.
right?
We've all
And
seen the bottles they collect us, and they're just as perfect inside. So why not?
quite often
something you've just
they're
made?
better as they've
Yeah.
aged and changed in their capabilities, and that's something that as I grow in the business and I'm still going back and tasting wines that I made day one 5 years ago and going, you know, noticing the changes as the wine's evolving and how my skill is evolving and things like that as I go through more and more training.
Wow. Yeah, that is very cool. That's the best part is that you get to see all these different kind of levels, like you say, of the growth and like all the
Yeah.
little aspects and kind of break it down into like these nice small things instead of just alcohol.
Well,
You know, like there's so much more to it.
Yeah.
And you get to
Yeah.
teach people that and see what they learn and their satisfaction with it. That's really cool.
When you go into a liquor store, you're just staring at a wall
Exactly.
of thousands of things to choose from. How do you know what you want to drink?
And even if you ask for help, they just say, this is good.
Well, yeah, you get a
What else-
basic
what are you gonna do?
recommendation.
Yeah.
They don't know your palate. And,
Yeah.
And we've spent a lot of time with some of our regular customers that like to experiment, delving the recipe and tightening it up to exactly their palate. To the
Cool.
point that now we just have a rollover house product
Yeah.
that they are super happy with.
Yeah.
Year in and year out, because it's exactly what they want.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And isn't that what we're all looking for? That's genius.
Exactly.
Love it.
Right? So instead of staring at a wall of thousands of options,
Yeah.
why don't we create something that's just for you, just for your
Wow.
palate, right?
That is truly incredible.
Everybody's palate's different.
Yes.
You know,
Very much
one of the
so.
biggest things I've learned here and through all of my professional wine training is the diverse palates.
It's
and I-
true.
It's crazy.
And as you grow older, I've noticed I've become more picky. So I'm assuming
Absolutely.
everybody else is too.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
get to know, and you make those choices consistently and wonder, why did I ever just go with whatever there was before? And then you
Yeah.
start to ask more and you feel more comfortable
Yeah.
asking for more custom things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And as you get older and you get more into it as well, you start noticing the effects of, well, what am I having for dinner tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, let's consider what am I going to pair with?
Mm-hmm.
Let's not just take food and wine. Let's marry the two together
Mm-hmm.
and create an experience.
Absolutely.
Because the right food with the right wine is an experience,
yes.
you know, and it's one that, with a small amount of forethought, could be had on a regular basis.
And that's what we're all looking for, is that great experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing. Very nice. Well, thank you so much, Jeremy. That
Oh,
was
you're very welcome.
incredibly enlightening.
Yeah.
I sure learned a lot. I hope everybody else did. Thanks, Fell River. Thanks, Park Bench. I'll talk to you soon.
See you guys.